kind of started rugby as a joke because I thought it would be funny. I thought, why not? Like, I'll just try rugby, it'll be crazy. And then it turned out to be one of the best decisions I ever made at Denison. I have some of the closest friends I've ever had in my life. I feel it really has given me so much confidence to be who I am.
It's a family. I think the first time I joined it was actually a snowy practice, so I didn't get to play rugby, but I love the girls who were there, so I stuck with it.
I really like rugby because of the people, mostly. That's like my favorite part about it, is there's such a culture around it. Like, you can go to another team and they get it. They like love it just as much as you, and they like want to be friends, and everyone on the team is just so supportive. And like, I honestly, it's really hard to learn when you first start out, so having that support was really, really great. How you tackle is kind of thinking of a football tackle, but it's like, I guess harder because you don't have pads, so you're more careful. You just like, you have to grab them and make sure they go down, because some people just don't go down, and then you have to get a bunch of people in, and it's really hard.
First defender, Pinky will be sprinting up at whoever has the ball. Okay? If you're a support player, you have to have heads up, okay, seeing where the defender's coming from.
Well, I've played a lot of sports, and I've had a lot of coaches, and Garrett is by far the best coach I've ever had.
So Garrett is pretty much my father figure. I don't have a dad, and Garrett has just always been there for me.
My name is Garrett Fisher. I am the head coach of the Denison women's rugby team. I've been involved with the program since the spring of 2008. Started with the team, and we were a small up-and-coming program. Have 20 players on the team with myself, the only coach. Built from there through success and hard work. Just recently have received money and permission to hire another assistant coach. There'll be third coaches here. We're actually interviewing strictly female assistant coaches. It's good growth for the game. It's good to have young high school players and college players to have those female role models in, you can even call them power positions.
We won our conference in Ohio, which was really great because we moved divisions, so we weren't sure how that was going to go. But we won, so then we got to go play in the Sweet 16 tournament, and that was in upstate New York. So now we're 6th in the nation in our league.
I'm Lodo, or Alana. I am a senior, and my position is hooker. The hooker is part of the front row. So there's the prop, and then there's the hooker, and then there's another prop. So they kind of protect me and they hold me up when we go into a scrum. Then we have the locks, which are right behind me and my two props. Then behind them we have the 8-man, and then on the sides we have 2 flankers. And that's basically the setup of the scrum. There's the scrum half is sort of like the mediator between the backs and the forwards. And they're the ones who, when we get the ball out of the scrum, it's the scrum half's job to grab that ball and pass it out to the back line.
I love rugby because it gives me a family.
I love rugby because it's the only sport I've stuck with for a long time, and I felt welcome.
If I hadn't found rugby, I don't know if I'd still be at Denison.
On an individual level, it's a very big confidence booster, just because the sport itself requires you to challenge yourself mentally and physically. We all really we work to be stronger.
Our slogan, 15 as one, is a mirror of that, meaning 15 players playing for one purpose, playing for one heartbeat. Things you can say all kinds of things with what one stands for, but it's just the belief in it that everyone buys in together, which makes it successful. And I felt this team was extremely close. And with rugby, the bond between players is a direct influence to the success. And I think since we were so close, we were successful because they work for each other.